Plant, 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 plant. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been an age since I last made a video. I have had exams and then I've had a week of kind of blurring and I just never got around to making a video, never got off my arse, never stopped watching anime, so yeah, I'm sorry it has been so long. I think 3 weeks it has been, which sucks, but I'm trying to get into a rhythm. I'm going to try do this thing where I upload every Monday and Thursday, but I'm not sure how well that's gonna go. I'm making no promises, but it is a goal I am setting myself. Something to announce: a change in the channel name. It used to be just my name, Tamara Druitt, but I have recently changed it to plant.strong.tam purely because it is the same as my Instagram name and I just feel like it's easier to find me on Instagram or YouTube if I have the same name. And also I just wasn't sure how cool I was with my surname being on there, because it is very easy to just kind of Google me and find me. I don't want my full name anymore. And also plant.strong.tam has a bit more connotation to veganism and weightlifting, two things that I'm really into, so I feel like it's just a better name than just my name, which kind of gave you no hint as to what the channel is about. What is this? So I thought I would make a video on getting your first tattoo, my first tattoo, what it's like, how to do it, how to go about it, and the experience and everything just about getting your first tattoo. So I recently got my first tattoo. This is it. You may have seen it as I was waving my arms around. It's about 3 weeks old now, so it's fully healed and it's just kind of sitting on my arm and I love it. So I thought I'd make a video about getting the first tattoo, because a lot of the videos I found were from people who were already heavily tattooed and were already kind of well versed in tattooing and getting tattooed, so they kind of left out a few things that I feel are important. Okay, so the first step to getting your first tattoo is planning and wanting the tattoo. So I started wanting a tattoo about a year. I started wanting a tattoo pretty much before I came to uni. I had never really considered myself as someone who would get a tattoo. There's no specific type of person that would get a tattoo, but I never considered myself as likely to get a tattoo. I remember being young and people being like, would you ever get a tattoo? Oh my god. And just being like, no, it hurts. And you know, just like, no. Because none of my family have tattoos. I never really met anyone with obvious visible tattoos, so I had kind of grown up never really wanting a tattoo. But then like Instagram and YouTube, I came across people who had tattoos, whether they were YouTubing and posting about their tattoos or not. I started to really like the way tattoos look on bodies and like learn about all the different types and styles of tattoo, and I decided, yeah, I want a tattoo. So that was probably 6 or 7 months ago now, and because it wasn't just a spur of the moment like, oh, I want a tattoo. It was I like that tattoo. I like tattoos. Would the tattoo look good on me? Do I want a tattoo? I want a tattoo. Ooh, should I get a tattoo? So that was kind of a natural progression from liking the way tattoos look to kind of getting one, and all this like stalking on Instagram in between. And you don't necessarily have needed to want a tattoo for years to get a tattoo. You could just kind of be sitting there one day and be like, you know what, I want that tattooed on me. Because you don't have to just want a tattoo, you can want something tattooed on you. I did not want something in particular tattooed on me. I wanted a tattoo, so I went and got a tattoo. But some people, they're sitting around and they want their daughter's name tattooed on them, so they go and get their daughter's name tattooed on them, and that is the reason they wanted a tattoo, to have their daughter's name on them. I wanted a tattoo because I like the way tattoos look, and I wanted a tattoo. But the length of time that you've wanted a tattoo does not validate you getting a tattoo. If you've only wanted a tattoo for like 2 months, you can feel free to get a tattoo. I would say when you're my age, I'm 19, which is still quite young. You can't get tattooed legally in the UK until you're 18, so I got my tattoo the day after my 19th birthday on the 15th of January. Happy birthday to me. So I was still quite young. I am still quite young when I got my first tattoo, and I think wanting it for longer kind of consolidated in my mind that it was not just me being like, I want a tattoo. It was me being like, I want this. So finding the tattoo that you want can be hard if you don't want something specific. I knew that I wanted lavendery, wildflowery tattoo because I just like the way they look, but Instagram and YouTube are a great resource for like stalking and finding what kind of style you like, what kind of image you like, what kind of colouring, whether you like traditional or portrait or like black and white or outline or coloured or dot work. There are so many types of tattoo. You can just like type into YouTube the different styles of tattoos and 1,000,001 videos will come up. I'm not an expert by any means, but I did know that I preferred outline and traditional style tattoos, which is what this ended up being. It's more of an outline tattoo. I knew I didn't want colour on my body just because I'm not a massive fan of that. Not into the colour, but I do like the way that some coloured tattoos look. I'm just not sure how keen I would feel about having colour. So once you've thought about the style and the colour like type you want, you kind of have to think about where on your body you want it. There are lots of factors that will come into this. Pain is one. The white areas of your body, so like the ticklish kind of areas, like on your feet, on your hands, your inner arms, your ribs, they will hurt more because you're more sensitive. This fucking caned. It felt like being stung by a wasp 1,000,001 times. So it did hurt. Tattoos hurt. So pain influences where you put it, but also other factors like your profession, unfortunately, and just your personal preference, what part of your body you like, influence where you get your tattoo. I want to be a vet, so that kind of rules out any obviously visible spots like the wrist and the hand and the neck and the chest, as long as I'm still a student, because there is still a stigma around tattoos and it's really unfortunate. I don't think it impacts you professionally, it just impacts people's initial impression of you, and I don't think it should at all. I think tattoos are just artwork on your body and they have no reflection of the type of person you are inside, apart from the fact that it's something that you thought was pretty and you wanted on you. It's just a way of expressing yourself, and it doesn't make you a good or bad person. It's just wanting art on your body. So yeah, unfortunately I did have to take into account the ease of hiding. If I sit like this, you can't really see it. There are lots of my friends who didn't notice that I had a tattoo until I went, look, and then they noticed. Also, I wear 3/4 sleeves or long sleeves a lot because I live in England and it's fucking freezing 24/7, 365 days a year, apart from like one day of the year where everyone's like, oh my god, it's warm, let's wear a tank top, and that's like the only time anyone gets any skin out. So yeah, this was quite easy for me to hide. That's why I chose to have it on the inside of my arm. Also, I am not sure how I feel yet about shoulder tattoos or like wrist, arm, forearm tattoos or leg tattoos, but I knew that I would be comfortable with a tattoo on the inside of my arm. I'm very left dominant. I'm left-handed, I'm left-eyed, I'm left foot, so I wanted it on my left arm. Also, I have the implant in this arm, so I wasn't sure if I could get a tattoo over the implant just in case, but I think you can, so, but I am really happy with it in this placement. It's in the middle of the arm so that when I bend my arm like this, it doesn't warp as it would do if it was down at the bottom, and also it doesn't look like I haven't shaved my armpit in 10 years, which it would do if it was a bit higher up. So I'm in love with this placement. I would get another one on the inside of this arm, and I think I could do with the back of the arm as well. Those were the places that I considered having this. I think it's a really nice place just to have some flowers. Also the size that you wanted. I decided I wanted mine about the size of an iPhone 5, so like about 9 centimeters tall. If you can see that, it's about 9 centimeters tall. Am I back in focus yet? Are you gonna focus on me? This is my phone. It's a Samsung Galaxy S7, and as you can see, I can just plonk it over there and it hides it quite nicely. You can't see any of the tattoo, so yeah. I wanted it smaller than an iPhone, and this is bigger than an iPhone, so it's about the same size as an iPhone. I have messages. Also, when you're getting your first tattoo, consider getting a tattoo with meaning. The meaning behind the wildflowers is and those are some of the meanings kind of crammed into this tattoo. And to be honest, I think I still would have got the tattoo if it had absolutely no meaning, because as soon as I saw the artwork I was like, yes, I want that. That is perfect. And I'm kind of a believer that tattoos don't have to have a concrete meaning in them. If you find a little bit of like, oh, I like lavender because of this, I would have had it anyway, but I like it because of this, then that's good. But like, I don't really think they have to have a meaning. I think you can just want something on your body because you want something on your body, and you want something pretty on your body, or you want something tough on your body, or you want an animal on your body because you like that animal, or it just looks like a cool animal, or you just want a tattoo because that tattoo looks cool and you want something that looks cool on you. I think that's perfectly fine, and that's kind of why I got this, just because it looks nice. And I think tattoos do in general just look nice, and that's why I wanted a tattoo. I didn't want to consolidate a meaning on my body. The trick with tattoo and meanings is sometimes the meaning can like backfire on you. Like if you get your boyfriend's name, that's gonna backfire. But also sometimes getting something without a meaning just because it looks cool can also backfire on you, because later on down the line you're like, well, this tattoo has no significance to me and now I don't like it, so. Whereas if it might have had a significance, then it would have been great. So just get a tattoo that kind of has a little bit of meaning, or get a tattoo that has no meaning, or get a tattoo that has loaded with meaning. Whatever kind of person you are, really. If you think tattoos need a meaning, then get a tattoo with meaning. The next step to getting your tattoo, after you've planned it and decided on what you want and where you want it and what size you want it, is finding an artist. Instagram is great. Look up studios in your area. So I just googled studios Guildford. Also, I had a bit of word of mouth. Some of my friends have tattoos, and I asked them where they got them done, and they said the place where I got mine done. And then I googled it, and then I saw the pictures done by the artist, and then I saw the link to the artist's Instagram, and I went to the Instagram and I followed the artist that I liked, and then I emailed the artist that I liked, and then I got the tattoo from the artist that I liked. So it's like a chain. And if you have someone's tattoos that you really love the style of, ask them who did it, ask them where they got it, and follow that up. Don't find an artist and think, I hate your style, but I want a tattoo, so I'm just gonna get you to do my tattoo. Because that's not gonna work, because tattoo artists do have a style that they prefer. And yeah, tattoo artists are very versatile and they're very talented artists. They're amazing artists. I have so much respect. But definitely go for a tattoo artist who you like the tattoos of consistently and who you like the style of. Like the tattoo artist I went to, she's very good at line work, so I knew that her doing a line work would not be a disaster on me, and it would look good. And that's just a way to ensure that you will forever love your tattoo if it is done by an artist you admire and in a style you love. I actually emailed my artist first asking if their ink was vegan or if they knew if it had any animal derived ingredients, and I follow this by, I understand completely if you don't want to tell me, because what ink you use is your ink and it is okay if you do not want to tell me. I was just wondering because I'm interested in getting a tattoo from you. And they replied, yes, our ink is completely vegan. So then I followed up by, I'm interested in getting a tattoo of wildflowers on my left inner bicep. I want it to be about 9 centimeters tall, and I would like the 3 flowers that I chose. God, I can't remember their names. And I included a reference picture of the chart of bee flowers that I liked. You can also include pictures of other tattoos. I just didn't because I wanted my artist to draw me something very unique and very done by her, because I love her drawing style. And she got back to me and was like, yeah, it's great. She drew it up. She told me the cost, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. Tattoos are expensive, but you're paying for the art, the materials, and the trade. So tattooing is not easy. This little thing took about an hour, so they do take time, and you are getting your money's worth. If you are paying for a quality tattoo from a great artist, then it is going to cost. My tattoo cost about £80, but the place I did had student discount, so always ask if your place does student discount, because I got a 10% student discount on mine, which was brilliant. It really helped me out because that was still £8 saved. And then she drew up a design. She sent me to the design, and I confirmed that I loved the design, because I did. Don't be scared to make any adjustments to a design if you don't like it. You don't have to get the design they send you first. You can say, oh, can you tweak this? Can you make it this? Can you make it like colors and black and grey? Can you just make it line work? Just whatever. If you have something you want your artist to change, then tell them, because it is going on your body. It's their art, but it's going on your body forever. So you are completely within your rights to change it, or to ask them to change it. Some artists prefer to be contacted by email, some artists prefer to be contacted by phone, some artists you can DM on Instagram. My artist just prefers to be contacted by email, so I contacted her by email. Make sure you check how they like to be contacted. It's usually stated in their Instagram bio. The level of freedom you give your artist also depends on you. I just said to mine, I want wildflowers, I want these flowers, have at it. You can go in and say, I want a tattoo that's like this, I want a girl, go. And your artist will be like, okay, I'll go. Or you can take in an exact picture of the exact thing you want if you've drawn it yourself, and go, here you go, do this on me. But make sure you're not stealing someone else's tattoo, because tattoos are unique and they are uniquely someone's, and they are designed by a specific artist. There will be tattoos that are very similar. I know my wildflowers are very similar to a lot of other people's wildflowers because they're wildflowers. They don't get different. But don't steal someone's specific tattoo, because tattoos are very personal, and it's very rude to look at someone and go, huh, your art is cool, I'm gonna have it.